Here's the grid then, a locked out front row grid for K-Tech Racing in the two Subarus of Tom Foster and Kieran Thomas. On row 2 we've got the Subaru WRX of Gary Black, and we've got Sam Parker in the first Team Parker Renault Megans. Row 3 then we've got Darren Parker in the second of the Team Parker Renault Megans with Shane McMahon in the BMW M4. On row 4 it's locked out by the two Team 5 Pro Mile VW Scirocco's of Sven Slebioda and Nico Clausen. On row 5 we've got the Ford Mustang of Mike Kuipers and the Subaru WRX of Callum Baker, and on the back row of the grid we've got the two Renault Megans of Josh Hardy and Mark Nicol. Josh Hardy is at the back of the grid after disconnecting from the first race, and Mark Nicol had disconnectivity issues in the lobby for race 2, so we'll start at the back of the grid. Here we are then, race 2, and as I said it's a little bit more cloudy. Could be potential for some rain, but so far no rain, and away to go. And the Subarus get away quite quickly. A little bit of a hustle and bustle at the back there with the two VWs. And already Kieran goes into second position, and there's another spin. Who's that? That was Shane in the M4. Unfortunately he spun out. We can have a little look at the replay to see what happened there. So we're going to look at the onboard here with Mike Kuipers first off the start line. Got bogged down a little bit. As you see, Callum get another great start. He slows down quite a bit. Whoa, yeah, into the wall. I think that's maybe what pushed Shane wide. Yeah, so unfortunately it was Mike Kuipers who went into the wall, but no one to be blamed. It was just a driver error, a bit of a crash, and unfortunately Shane felt the full brunt of it as he was knocked out wide. At the front of the grid then we've got Kieran and Gary already fighting for second position yet again, but this time, oh, Kieran going for a dive, and that's allowed one of the Renaults to maybe make a move. Kieran goes wide, and we've actually got three Renaults up there now. We've got the two Parker Racing Renaults, and we've got Josh Hardy. Josh, I imagine, wants to make a... Oh! There's contact there. It's pushed Kieran wide. They may look at that. It's Josh is very keen on making up points positions after disconnecting in the start of race 1. So we're on board with Josh now, with Gary behind him. These Parker Renaults again are locked tight and working together, and they are two brothers, and they're very, very similar in their abilities. So what a better way to make a team. So we're actually with Darren Parker's in second. Well, there's Gary, who's making a bit of a move on the inside. He's had to take a penalty there. Oh, Callum and Kieran struggling there. Back on board with Josh. As he goes through Eau Rouge, he's made some good progress up there. And look at the speed he's got on the two Parker Renaults. He's got past one and he's on the outside for the next corner. Oh! He's kept it on the track, and he's had to settle for being in between. And he's now in a Parker Renault sandwich. So the two Parker Renaults are now on the soft tyres, so they're much quicker and they're pushing to see if they can catch up with Tom, who managed to get a really good start, but if he's not careful, oh, he's gone wide, so that's going to lose him more time and allow those Renaults to catch up. And I imagine Tom is probably looking behind him more than ahead, watching out for those Renaults. So if Tom was to win this, it'll be a third win for Tom and 2 wins on the trot, which I don't think has been done yet. There have been wins but not in a row, and I don't think there's been 2 wins in a weekend. I might be wrong. We'll have a look at that for you. So on board here with one of the Parker Renaults in second, and that's how close he is to Tom up ahead. But Josh Hardy is not... Oh, as I say that, he's not giving up. He slightly spun out there as he was exiting the corner and managed to regain it. And these Renaults are showing their real power and advantage here at Spa. Josh is on the ragged edge as he goes up that Eau Rouge, but he's allowed Sam to maybe make a dive on the outside as he does, but he's on the wrong side. But I think he's got ahead. No, Josh has got back on the inside, and Josh takes the position back again. Sam takes a sensible option and backs out as they go into the corner. Let's have a look further back then. We've got Gary Black, Kieran Thomas and Callum Baker all in the Subarus, having a bit of a battle here. With Mike and Shane further back there. Let's keep an eye on this race we've got here, and look at that. Darren is very quickly catching Tom, and he's very much got him in his sights now. Tom is struggling to keep up with the pace of those Renaults. This is fantastic from Darren. Look how much speed that Darren's got compared to Tom. Is he going to make a move? No, I think he's going to wait. But Tom goes wide. That's giving him a much better exit out of that corner. And Josh is still ahead of Sam. So this is 2 fantastic battles going on here then. One Parker racing in each of the 2 battles. Tom goes wide again, and that's going to probably allow... Here he comes, there's Darren, and he's made the move. Look at that, through Eau Rouge. That was an incredible move, but Tom's not going to give up. As Tom goes on the outside of Darren here, he's made a move. Whoa, it's not bad. I think he might have got ahead of him. Or are they side by side? Yeah, they're still side by side, look. Josh still ahead of Sam. A bit of a nudge there by Tom. So I think he's basically given his intentions of not giving up just yet. And this is turning out to be... Oh, Josh goes wide there. But this is turning out to be potentially another 4-way race between 3 Renaults and a Subaru. Let's watch from Sam's interior with the three of them ahead. And at the moment it's line astern. No one's really making too much of a move. But everything could change. I think Tom's gone on the inside. Yep. He's bunched up the cars. Oh, a bit of a bump there by Josh. Josh has got ahead of Tom now. So there's four of them as they come up to the start straight line. And into the first hairpin. There's three of them, three wide into the hairpin. And they go down towards Eau Rouge. Four of them all together. Darren's in the lead, then it's Tom, then it's Josh and Sam. This is fantastic racing. Tom's still behind Darren here, but he's actually got Josh on the left hand side, but Josh has slowed a little bit. And Tom's on the inside. Oh, bouncing over those curbs. Tom has definitely not given up that lead just yet. Oh, Josh, look at the rear view mirror. He's really wanting that second position. He's pushing for it. So Tom is still in second, Josh is still in third, and we still have Sam in fourth, but Tom goes really wide there, and that's really going to allow them to catch up. Josh is right behind, and on the outside, is he going to overtake? On the outside, it'd be a pretty good move if he does. No, and this is really slowing the two down as Darren gets a great gap ahead now. Let's go on board with Josh. Oh, Josh, all over the curbs. Now, is Sam going to make a move on Josh? No, he doesn't. Tom's gone wide again. Really struggling around there. That's allowed Josh to make a dive again. But how Tom is still in second, I don't know. Really having to defend hard. He keeps making mistakes. I think Josh has got to go for a dive. He does, but being careful. Look at the speed they go over Eau Rouge. Out and down to the long straight. And I think Josh has got Tom on the inside. Yeah, a bit of a budge, but Robbins racing. Oh, Tom starting to lose traction. Once he's slightly pushed out wide, it's allowed Sam to get up on the inside here. I think Sam's going to get past him. Oh, Tom and Sam side by side again, and Sam's got him. All he's got to do is just stay on the inside. Tom goes wide again. Who's that? That is one of the VWs, I think. Here's Gary. Let's have a look at the VWs, see if we find out where they are. There's Slebby, there's one of them, and that's Nico. Nico, I don't know if he's got any problems. Yeah, something's definitely going on with Nico. Hopefully we'll find out whether Nico's got issues with his controller or it could be disconnecting. Yeah, look at that. Nico's come to a complete and utter stop. So Darren's still leading there with Josh in second, Sam in third, Tom in fourth, Gary Black in fifth. It looks like Gary's on his own. This is Mike Kuipers in 6th. He managed to get ahead of Kieran. Let's watch Kieran. He's on the hard tyres. See how much slower that Subaru is around that chicane on the hard tyres. Kieran struggling to get the traction down, but he's not giving up and wants to put up a fight on Mike, but he runs really wide. That's going to lose him loads of time there. Here's Callum. He's doing so great around Spa, struggling a little bit compared to where he was in Monza and Red Bull, but every point counts. Down in 9th is Shane. Also imagine he's on the hard tyre as well, but alternatively he might not be because of that spin earlier. Oh, it nearly goes off there. Here's Mark. And Mark's on his own. Not sure what happened with Mark, but fortunately having a battle on his own back in 10th. Slebby in 11th. VWs are really struggling now. As Nico's got started again, but not sure what's happened with him. So back with the leaders then. Oh, Tom going wide, really pushing to get that at least one position back ahead of Sam. It's only going to be a few laps left. Let's get everything on. Oh, Josh has gone wide. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Josh did go wide, but we'll have to have a look at the replay there. So to see what happened with Josh, let's have a look at it now. So watching Josh here, and see where he went wide around the hairpin. Just loses the back end, and oh, in actual fact he nearly took out Tom. Got lucky with that. So Josh unfortunately loses that second position. He was doing so well, but down to 4th now. Has allowed Tom to get back ahead. So Sam's still leading. Sorry, Darren's still leading. Sam is 2nd. And this will be another 1-2 for the Team Parker Renaults if they stay in these positions, which is another really strong result for them. They are doing very well in the team's points and will build more and more towards going for that team's title. And as we saw, they were fairly late entrants into the series, only about half a week, maybe 5 days before the series started they entered. They got the cars ready, got the paint jobs done. They missed out on the media day, unfortunately, because of the fact that they weren't quite ready. And that was last minute entry, but they were there on the first day, first race, and look where they are now. Sam is leading the drivers' title, and Parker Racing are leading the teams. So Tom's still in third then. Now Josh, I imagine, is losing the back ends. They're on the final lap now, and Josh is maybe pushing a little too hard to get the third position back. Tom's fairly close to Sam. I don't think he's necessarily, again, giving up on that second position. And as we're seeing, Sam is ahead of Tom in the championship, so this is more good points for Tom. Well, the first and a third position will bolster his points for the title and his journey to try and win the first ever season of the FeckWrest Touring Car Online Championship. The last few corners then for Darren Parker. Sam's still in second. I don't think Tom's got enough pace. He's nowhere near him to make an attack, a last minute attack on that chicane. So here comes Darren then. For the last time, Darren Parker takes the checker flag to get another win under his belt. It's a 1-2 for Renault, with Tom in third and Josh in fourth. Comes Gary Black, racing on his own, but it does matter because he's got fifth position and another haul of points as well. Here comes Mike Kuipers in sixth. Kieran will come away for seventh. Callum will come away with eighth. And Shane will come away with ninth. That's not too bad for him. And Mark will hopefully cross the line in time, but he will definitely get the 10th position ahead of the two VWs. A great 1-2 for Parker Racing then, with Darren Parker winning the race, Sam in second, Tom Foster comes third, Josh in fourth, Gary comes fifth, Mike comes sixth, Kieran in seventh, Callum in eighth, Shane is ninth, Mark Nicol is in 10th, Sven and Nico come 11th and 12th.